And now it looks like you're become a strongman becoming.
Yeah.
We'll get some
on
grease
your way
and
to
a
be one.
mustache.
Let's add a haircut. That'll probably do it.
Yeah, otherwise. And now it looks like you're become a strongman becoming.
Yeah.
We'll get some
on
grease
your way
and
to
a
be one.
mustache.
Let's add a haircut. That'll probably do it. Wow, is that what I sound like?
Otherwise.
Oh, trippy, yeah.
And now it looks like you're become a strongman becoming.
Yeah.
We'll get some grease and a mustache.
Weird.
Let's add a haircut. That'll probably do it. Wow, is that what I sound like?
Otherwise.
Oh, trippy, yeah.
And now it looks like you're become a strongman becoming.
Yeah.
After we disguise Anita, were we disguising Lesser's character too? I can't remember. Were they older?
Mine is out of the age gap.
Okay.
Because remember that it was like 19
18
to
25.
30. Yeah, 20. Yeah, something like that. Mega. Yeah, haha. No, 19 years old to 25. The age gap of all the girls that went missing.
Okay. Well, because I was just saying, because I was like, are we also going to need to disguise Lesser's character? I can't remember her name. Maya. I hope we were going to disguise Maya also or not.
No, I think Maya's older.
Okay, so yeah, no, we're.
Yeah, she's nearly doubled the age range, so.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
While it's not out of possibility, she's less likely to get targeted.
Yeah.
Especially since I doubt we'll be going off on our own.
Yeah. So if are we going to the dock or are we going straight to the beach? Like, what are we going to get from the dock?
I say we go to the dock just so we can. Just so we can understand the area before going into a potentially more dangerous place, you know. Because if we go to a cave and we end up really badly hurt and then end up running into a mob of sort and have no way of evading them, that's just bad news, you know.
Yeah, but what if we draw attention to ourselves at the dock and they ambush us at the beach? Like, that was my thought, but I mean, it's let's poll the group. Like,
I think it's too early on in the investigation for us to be really going in depth. My opinion is played by ear.
Okay.
Because otherwise we'll just be sitting here discussing and doing nothing.
Got it. Like it. So to the docks. To the docks.
Yes, I'm for the docks. Arrow?
Sure. The docks are fine.
Figure at least ask, since better have everyone on point rather than have someone go off on their own.
We can hear you.
Yeah, we
I think you might not be working on YouTube.
Mm.
Okay. All right. There we go. So, what was I gonna ask? Actually, I wasn't gonna ask anything. I was gonna say, Arrow, since you're in disguise and you are supposed to be looking a little bit like a boy, uh, we should probably change your appearance. A little
Like
bit.
the appearance rating?
Yeah, your stats for your appearance.
Okay.
So I say maybe we should, I don't know, maybe we should take what, 10 points off of it. I mean, you got a 60, so a 50 maybe, and it will
Oh,
be only temporary. Like if your character survives, then for next campaign you can go ahead and have it back by all means.
Okay. I am a very average looking boy.
Yeah, yeah, mainly due to the fact, again, due to the fact that you're being a little different right now. Um, you know, it will hit that, especially since you're gonna be giving away the the appearance of a boy to those that are trying to get to you. Obviously, there are some people that are going to be very much aware that you are not a boy, such as what's his name, Lewis's friend, and now the mayor. Both of them probably know by now that you're a girl. So if they see you long enough, they'll probably be able to identify you.
well, we're going to rub some dirt on your face.
You're gonna have to at that point, if something like that happens, you're gonna have to roll stealth
There,
or disguise. Which one is disguise? Hold on.
there is literally one called disguise.
Yeah. So if you have disguise right now, I want to say you may want to add yourself. What do you have in disguise right
Uh, 5.
now? Okay, go ahead and roll a 1d10.
And no, we cannot
Hello?
hear you, Arlian.
Hello.
Hello.
Now
Finally.
we
Oh,
can.
oh,
There we
there it
can.
is.
All right, so go ahead and add 4 more points to your disguise, and that's what you're gonna go by.
Okay. Roll for passing, aka disguise.
I think regardless, you should just stay in the middle of the group.
All right,
Fair enough.
so you guys, are you
And
guys
don't
gonna
go
get anything
anywhere
to
without
eat before
backpack.
you leave, or are you guys just gonna go straight towards the docks?
I
Because
wouldn't eat anything in that restaurant. Literally nothing. I I'd probably just get some some apples at the market. Get something that or something in a can. Something that I know that cannot be messed with. That place is.
Okay. What was what was wrong with the food at the restaurant?
don't trust anyone here.
I
If the
mean,
mayor's in on it,
technically, it
But
seemed
the
to me
but
last time that
the diner guy
restaurant
was
owner
worried
was
about
trying to
safety.
help you, if anything.
Yeah, the cab driver and the diner owner, those guys were cool. The mayor and Louis' friend are the suspicious ones.
Oh, I thought. Okay,
And the peaches.
I
Don't eat peaches.
Last time I trusted someone who was friendly or relatively friendly, I was nearly eaten alive.
Oh, there. That's
just
fair.
we're literally in a town where one of the cultists is the mayor, so we don't know who he has in his pockets or threatening.
Well,
Didn't that
Yeah.
but this campaign, I mean, ultimately, they were not necessarily friendly to you, Erlian. They were
I mean,
friendly towards keeping
Hold on.
Anita alive.
towards separating Anita from us, not towards keeping her alive. Well, actually, was it one or was it both? Actually,
I'm
depends on the
sorry,
group.
was it what?
One wants to keep her. Never mind. I started rambling like a stupid idiot because I ate something spicy, so my brain is not working properly.
Right.
It's fine. Don't talk.
So okay. So to the docks then?
I'm down for the docks. Anyone else
Mhm.
disagree?
Nope, I'm good. I'm gonna go to the docks.
I don't know what's going on with my audio. Is my audio
Didn't
working?
somebody offer us peaches?
That would be my friend, Dr. Ragnar, that we don't trust.
Yeah. Don't
Oh,
eat
okay.
peaches.
Suspicious peaches. Okay.
And
Yeah.
fish. But the fish was just in passing. He's really ranking on the peaches.
Yeah. I have an idea on how to deal with him later on, but
Kill
it's sort of, yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Don't be that far off.
Okay. So you guys take off, and you guys decided that you're not gonna eat, pretty much.
We'll go to the market to get some veggies or something. That's what we said.
And we can always say that we're in a hurry. Unfortunate that we unfortunately need to hurry. Not that we have anything against,
All right. I think I fixed my.
or that we don't trust anyone. Just
And if
be
anything
pleasant,
does,
smile.
if
Smiling
something
face.
does happen, I might be able to whip up something that could counteract it.
Okay. Well, so like I was saying, you decided that you're not gonna have breakfast, and that you're just going to go to the docks, right? So
Yeah.
if you guys were
Take a look. Yes.
here, I guess it makes sense that you just come over here to this area on the map.
Mm.
And when you get over there, to that area, obviously you can see the docks. Everybody can access the docks pretty much from any block. And there's boats. There's obviously not as modern as they are in that picture, but there's boats. There's many sailors singing, working on the boats. People are unloading and loading stuff on different boats, and obviously when Maya appears there, the sailors just go crazy. They start whistling. They start saying different things. Trying to get her attention. Like, hey, baby, you want to come for a trip? We'll take you anywhere you want.
She was gonna smile and wave at him, but kind of stick with the group.
So, but ultimately, there's not a whole lot over there on the docks other than you guys keep walking. Now you do walk around and you do see here and there some people suspiciously that they don't. It's very odd what they're doing over there. I mean, they could very well be just hanging out. Who wants to roll spot hidden?
I will.
Why not everyone?
Right?
Yeah, well,
Maybe some people don't want to.
Their choice.
God damn!
What did they roll?
See...
I'm not looking.
Whoa!
Oh, you
I
got it.
barely missed it with a 28.
No, I
Alright,
missed it.
so
Oh, 13 out of 52.
Maya, you as you're walking around, you notice that somebody shouts, something at you, and you start looking around, and then somebody says, "Up here, up here," and turns out that there's a guy standing on one of the sails on the boat. However, the sun is right behind you, so when you look at it, it kind of hurts your eyes, and it gives you a little bit of a headache. So go ahead and roll 1d3 for me, please, and thank you.
Okay.
And you will momentarily lose that health. Eventually, it'll come back up to you. Arlian, you notice that there's just very strange. There's people that they just seem to be doing absolutely nothing. And I'm not talking necessarily about maybe somebody just sitting down, feeding pigeons or seagulls. No, there's actually people like, for example, somebody will be standing up against a wall, standing on one knee with the other leg bent, and kind of leaning back, looking, and looking as if they're looking for something, right? But not necessarily at the same time seeming to find it. And like, for example, somebody may be doing that, and maybe someone else standing at another spot. You ultimately manage to see like that many different people in every single section of the docks that you walk. And you spot a total of, let's say, three people so far that are doing that. That they seem to be, if you could guess, you could say that they seem to be almost scouting the area.
Oh, lovely. Um. Okay, guys. I think there. Sorry, my brain. Guys, I think we're being followed. At least 3 individuals.
More
Can
like
you hear
watched.
that? We're being watched or followed by at least 3 individuals.
Yeah.
Not sure. I mean, start paying attention to see if I can see if they are moving after us or just twiddling their thumbs and still being there. Who has an extra sensitive mic?
I don't know, but ultimately, you walk around and those people, they just they just stand over there. Although you do see how, in the distance, like you guys will be, I don't know, let's say you guys will be walking around over here or over here in this area. And you do see how at the end of the docks, which will be back here, you could swear that you see a two-man seeming to be dragging a girl there. Seems to be a woman, definitely, for sure. She seems to have long hair, long blonde hair, definitely white, and she seems to be putting up a fight. However, they're seeming to dragging her down, and eventually you kind of lose sight due to the fact that they seem to have gone down through some stairs or something. You can probably imagine that they are stairs.
You want to check that out?
So we all see that.
He's
Yeah,
gonna point toward that. How far are we from them?
yeah. You can say that you've seen that. I mean, you're walking towards that direction, so it will be almost impossible not to see it, being that it's directly
Yeah.
in front of you.
Keeper, how far away from them are we?
I want to say about a block.
And we're heading that direction, right?
Yeah, I mean, essentially, I just don't know how much that is in.
No, I don't think we can run over towards that area if you have people watching us.
That's 1 to 200 meters, or between 3 to 600 feet.
Well, yeah, definitely.
With our,
So, I'm sorry.
without,
So
with average,
is the plan to go to that direction?
I think that's the way we were heading.
Okay. So, who wants
we're
to
just gonna
roll?
walk a bit faster.
Who wants to roll spot hidden as you guys are going?
I'll try again.
All right. So
This time I failed.
Maya and Anita notice that from behind you, you do have three people that could very well be following you. They seem to be stopping and going every time you guys stop and go, and acting a little bit like they're not doing what they're doing. I'm not doing it, but I am.
I swear I'm not.
Um,
I'm not following you.
Yeah, pretty much.
I will probably grab the shirt of the closest guy to me and kind of like, hey, we're being followed. Quietly as I can.
Okay. All right, so you guys continue going.
Before we continue, like, do you think we should keep going this way? If we got
Quick
people
question.
following us and they're dragging away a person.
Well, whoever is being dragged is in front of you, like much further ahead.
Oh, I know, but we're heading in that direction where someone's being dragged, and we got people following us. So I just don't think it's a a grand idea to go walk into some place where it's like we're gonna get jumped as soon as we get to that area.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm just asking
there
people if
is
they want to continue down this path or not.
totally,
I just feel as though
totally.
it's
That's a fair assumption, and chances are that yeah, yeah. I mean, ultimately, it's up to you to decide what you want to do.
I mean, it would definitely be beneficial to make some space between us. Um, huh. How far would they be able to throw something using telekinesis?
I'm sorry. How far? What?
How far would I be capable of throwing something with telekinesis?
Hmm. Well, are you? I mean, throwing something is one thing. Making it fly is another. I think that's what we should determine. Also, I think it would be depending on how far they are, because one thing it will be to control something that is not that far away from you, because ultimately aiming that far is not so hard versus aiming about a block away when a head may look like a dot. That might be a little harder to hit when you're having to direct where the
I'm
projectile is going. So in
I
my
am
answer, I would say if you want to do that, you can do it. Just go ahead and roll on hard, I guess. And I'm being gentle. I should have you roll on extreme.
I'm asking how far would I be able to throw something?
How far to throw something? Are
How
you gonna
far would
throw
I
it or
be
are you
able
gonna
to
make it
throw
fly
something?
over there? Which way is it?
For now, I just need information of a range because I know I can move objects, actively keep moving them around within 5 meter distance. Or I think that's around, I don't know, I think it's around 8 feet or something like that. 5 meter, 5 oh, seconds. That's 16 feet. That's around 16 feet. I'm asking how far I can throw it.
With telekinesis? With
Yes.
telekinesis, I'm not necessarily too concerned about the distance that is about a block away. I'm just telling you that in order for you to hit that, being a block away, you're gonna have to roll on hard, and then I'll let you hit it. If it's more
I'm
than a
not a
block,
bloody ballista.
if it's more than a block, then at that point you will have to roll it on probably extreme.
I don't think Arlian is trying to do it right now. I think he's just trying to gauge like what he's capable of.
Okay.
Information.
Oh, information. Well, on regular, let's say what? Half a block. On hard, between a block to I don't know. Let's say between half a block and a block, and then anything over a block away, then probably extreme at that point, regardless of what the distance is, because it will be very unlikely you're going to hit somebody that is 2 blocks away from you. I mean, you have to imagine that at that point, whatever you're throwing becomes the size of a needle.
True enough. But I must admit, I never measured things in city blocks.
I don't know if it's helpful, but a city
That-
block's typically a quarter mile.
Yeah, and that also depends on what type of block it is, because cul-de-sacs are pretty much, they don't have a straight up length versus your typical European city blocks. They're all about the same length, which is 100 meters. So it really depends, I guess. But let's say, for the sake of this, that a block is about 100 meters, just to keep it make it easier.
Okay. Because I'm not thinking about throwing anything at the guys dragging a girl. I'm thinking about throwing something at the guys following us. And I'm thinking about throwing something that was next to one of the sailors. Sailors that are at whom the other guys are not looking at.
So let me get this right, just so I can understand this. You're going to throw someone in broad daylight to the people that are
Not
following
someone.
you, where pretty much anybody can see you throwing it, which is not necessarily an issue there. However, if you use your telekinesis, that may look a little bit different than just a throw. And probably everybody's gonna witness it. But is that the main goal? Is that what you're trying to achieve? And also, depending on what you're throwing, you're gonna end up hitting only one of them. I mean, you will have to throw something big enough to be able to hit both of them. Unless you're planning to throw a Molotov cocktail or a grenade, for that matter.
I mean, I can definitely throw a grenade, and it would definitely look weird that the grenade just randomly flew from my backpack.
Well, I can let you guys pretty much figure that one out. I mean, I think there's a lot more to talk than the conversation that you're having with me right now. Maybe you should run that one by the group and see what the group thinks about you throwing a grenade right now.
I'm joking. I have no intention of causing a massacre.
Hey.
Yet.
I'm just going based on what you're telling me.
I like the idea of inciting a fight. I think that's what you're going for.
Yeah.
People follow.
Okay.
I mean, imagine just randomly being hit on the head with a can of beer that came flying from some random guy standing on the side of the street. There's a good, depending on how cranky or tense you are.
Okay, go ahead and do this then. Go ahead and use your throw. Roll your telekinesis. And then
my throw is terrible.
Pass a luck roll to say that that maybe one of the sailors or something was in that particular direction, and the enemy.
I mean, the other option is to throw something towards the legs of guys following us telekinetically, but yeah, I think I'm want to create a bit of a ruckus to distract him so we can get some space. So, random flying shit, I guess.
Okay. So go ahead and
Okay.
roll your throw.
I'm going to fail this one. I just know it.
All right. So there's that. Now we finish with this conversation. So you guys continue walking. As you guys get to the stairs, finally, you notice that the guys and the girl, they seem to be gone. They somewhere over there where the rocks are, they just disappeared. When you look back, you see that the three guys, they seem to be gone too.
Oh, that's good.
Definitely some benefits there. Fortunately, nothing really. So, we're going to take a look, or I mean, do you guys want to risk taking a closer look, or do we want to scout from a safe distance?
I try to scout from a safe distance.
Yeah.
You guys just took the girl though, or somewhere. I'm assuming in the rocks, to the rock. Right? There's nothing else around, right? It's just beach and the rock.
Nope. Right now, behind you, there's the wooden floor from the docks. In front of you, there's sand and the rocks, which, they kind of look weird. They seem way too heavy and way too big for somebody to be able to have dragged those rocks and put them over there. I mean, we're talking about gigantic boulders that are in there.
Are there any signs in the sand that anybody moved them?
Well, unless you happen to be Cthulhu, then chances are that no, you wouldn't be able to move one of those boulders.
But by the way, I just realized I've been muted. But unless Armstrong is going to fall back a bit and says, "Why don't y'all investigate the area while I make sure our friends don't come by?"
Your friends? What friends?
Uh,
The three people falling.
yeah, I was being sarcastic about it.
All right.
Like, I'm basically going to keep an eye out in case trouble comes.
All right, yeah, just call us. You see him.
Okay.
You'll know it by the smoke.
So, what do you want to do? Wide berth around the rock? I have a pair of binoculars. I don't know if that would help us at all. But we're trying. What do you guys think if you want to look from a distance?
I mean, we can go in there.
I mean, I could go and take a look around the place. I'm confident enough I can at very least escape. You guys just wait
I should
15 minutes.
I should probably remind you guys that there's two things going on right now. A, obviously you guys are being very, very careful because a Anita is very much a target, right? But
And that
B,
we're also looking for the girl that was been.
but B, at the same time, there's probably some sort of sense of urgency, at least amongst some of you, about the fact that some of you might have seen a girl being dragged there.
Yeah,
It
that's
could
why
very
I'm
well.
staying behind, because I know I'm not that good at the looking aspects, and rather, if in a fight, I'm here. I'm just staying behind in case they come back, and I can just deal with them with my throw.
It could
I mean, we
very
can.
well have been that girl that disappeared 2 weeks ago. Anita's
What? Oh,
love
okay.
interest.
Well, when you
There
put
are
that
lots of
spin on it,
options.
I mean,
So
forget about the fact
let's go
that
take a look.
forget about the fact that she died, but you guys technically don't know that. So,
it's true. Yeah. Okay. Um, that could be Hilda. We have to go after her.
All right, let's do it.
Why am I always with people that rush into things? he's he's complaining a bit, but he's running to stay with the group. He's sticking with the group, if not hurrying up a bit.
I'm going in.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull out my gun. I also got a searchlight. I'm gonna have so in case the dark and wrong.
all right. So you pull out a gun, and there you go.
In the middle of the beach. No one else is around.
Yeah, you're hunting seagulls,
Right? No one else
man.
is around.
Seagull hunting. That's a thing.
It is,
Yeah.
and surprisingly, seagulls are tasty but very unpleasant to eat.
Yeah, it's the
Like
national sport from
it's
wherever
like eating
Norway is
rubber.
from.
No, in a sense,
I'm
well,
joking. I'm joking.
I was once with my family on vacation, and there were literally we had problem with seagulls. We had at that time, and one guy literally, and some people, my family friends, were literally seagull hunting, or at least a relative of the seagulls living on my side over here. And well, why waste food? So they prepared it. We ate it, and either they didn't know how to prepare it well, or the seagull meat by nature has texture of a rubber.
All right. So, you guys approach the rocks. And after some looking around, you do find the opening. Seems to be a little dark down there at first. So what are you guys gonna do? Do you guys have a light source?
Yeah, I got my spotlight
All right.
or my
You just see
searchlight.
me light up a bottle.
There you go.
Flashlight.
All right. So you guys head down
Just
there. When you guys head down there, through some stairs made out of rock, it's almost incredible because the boulders that were put in place over there, they were put in place in a way that they almost set up this perfect staircase that just happened to go down there, and it covers a whole area, and it just doesn't seem to allow the water or the sand to get through. So you guys walk, and as you guys walk and you continue going, you see how you get to what seems to be like a tunnel of sorts. And now you're starting to see like sand. You're surrounded by sand. But among the sand, here and there, there's this window areas. These windows are round and large, very, very large. And they seem to be made out of glass. Apparently, the sand has been burnt so hot that it has created a very thick type of glass that allows you to see out there. And so pretty much it allows you to see, and you can see that the tunnel stretches. If you look out, the windows, the tunnel stretches a little further down, and you have the opportunity to see up, down, to the sides, and you see how there seems to be this sort of, I don't know, this sort of city, this sort of area on the very bottom, where there seems to have, I don't know, some sort of tables and other things in there. You do see the two guys with the girl down there, dragging the girl. So,
that's not good.
What do we do?
How thick does glass seems to be?
Let's say between.
Oh.
Let's see. Well, in order to support that pressure over there, I want to say that at least 5 to 10 inches thick.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not a genius here, but considering that you are underwater, and I'm not saying that you are like very deep underwater, because you're not yet, but you are kind of deep. You're probably, I don't know, let's say 10, 12 feet underwater. Breaking that glass may...
It'll flood regardless, yes.
Yeah, may provide a problem or two for you. Do you guys have swim?
God, no.
Yeah.
Just 20.
Yeah, it's not great, but I do have it.
Okay.
Barely.
Maybe you should be careful.
Then we
you
don't
said
know
we
how
can-
well the girl can move.
Be careful with your guns in the water.
You say we can see them. Like, what are they doing with her exactly?
They're just dragging the girl to that room, to that area. There seems to be an altar there, and there seems to be at the end this strange elevation to it. It has some steps, but nobody necessarily knows exactly what it's doing over there.
So there's an altar. Is there any kind of like statue or anything behind the altar or beside it or anything?
Yeah, there's a statue of Cthulhu pretty much there. Let me see if I can find you a nice image. It's nothing, nothing crazy or anything like that. It will be a very rudimentary type of statue, the types that you will find everywhere. What? Oh, okay, you're back.
If I throw an
something-
unlit Molotov cocktail, would I only hit one of them and not the girl?
No, if you throw a Molotov cocktail from where you're at, the Molotov cocktail will definitely not hit anyone because you're like too far. You will simply burn the sand in front of you and possibly prevent you from continuing to go. You are about, the fact that you have to continue heading down and and the tunnel just spirals a little bit. I want to say that you are at least 4 stories high. And by the way, I put an image of the statue over there in Discord. 4 stories high.
Well, when I guess I'll wait until it's no longer curves, because I could probably throw it like, if I throw it like a football, I can probably throw it far. Since I do have an 80 throw.
You won't be able to do that inside of a tunnel, man.
I mean,
my best advice will be that if you want to do that, maybe you should get at least close enough to where you can see them. You know, that you have direct throw to them.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. I'm going to keep moving down with the group.
All right.
Because I can't do it.
Yeah, but maybe we should start running a bit. Not full on sprint, but an energetic jog.
Are we just going to plan on trying to kill him when we get down there, or what's our plan? We're just going to walk in front of him?
I mean, save the girl.
Well, yeah, we want to save the girl.
Preferably we're going to be ready to run away.
Hold on, what?
Sorry, I burped. I said preferably we'll be ready to run away if we see that we're outnumbered or facing something weird.
Well, there's only 2 guys down there.
We don't know if anyone else is down there.
Well, yeah, I mean, you saw it from up there. You didn't see anybody else.
Let's just keep going. We have...
All right.
I forget. Anita, do you have any skills in gun, by the way?
You guys continue going. And you keep going down and down and down. And eventually, you get to where you can see around the corner the room. Like if you peek. The one guy just stabs the girl. The girl just seems to be laying on a.
Well, can't we do anything before that?
Hold on. Just listen to the whole thing. So, you guys are a little too late for that, but the one guy, the one cultist, just was right behind her head. He stabs her right on the chest. The other guy was praying, and both of them were praying some sort of words or something. When they do that, a portal opens right behind them against the wall of that area, which opens kind of like an opening on the water. It kind of looks very much like those windows that you guys were looking at, that you could see the sea. And if you go on Discord and you scroll up, if I can find my Discord, okay. So if you scroll up, there's an image on the video that says the disappearing shadows. So that is exactly what you see that opens up. Portal of that sort. Obviously, there's 2 cultists there, but other than that, there's that portal.
Do you mind if I ask something now?
Yeah, go ahead.
Why do you think that we would just let them keep going after we see them stabbing her? Especially considering that at least my character already has experience with weird shit.
Well, mainly because as you arrived and you looked, that's when it actually happened. So you didn't have a way to actually stop it. I mean,
Yes,
it's not like you're gonna say
they stabbed
freeze
her.
and they're just gonna stop from stabbing her midway through the
Oh
motion.
no,
Right, the movement was already
I am
going.
very. I'm not talking about preventing them stabbing her because I figured we'd never stood a chance. My
Okay.
question is, why do you think we would have let them complete the chant
Well, they
instead
didn't
of just
complete any chant.
interrupting it? Better by
The
them.
guy was chanting, and the moment that he stabbed the girl, that's when that thing opened with her. So we're going back again to the fact that it all happened when he stabbed the girl. So what do you guys like to do?
Okay.
So cultist is stabbing the girl. Another one's chanting and opening a portal. Yeah.
He was already chanting. So the guy stabs the girl, and at that moment, a portal opens up. The portal looks very much like the sea, very much.
My advice: next time put an emphasis that the other one was chanting at the same time while the first one already chanting while the first one was stabbing, because the way you described it made it sound like there has been some time between the first one stabbing and the other one.
Okay, no, there was no time in between. Both things were happening at the same time. Probably as you guys were coming down, the guy might have been already chanting, and preparing the whole thing. And then eventually by the time that you guys got down there, the guy just stabbed her, and that's where the portal opens up. It wouldn't really matter because technically there's no way for you guys to save the girl. Because in a way, technically, this girl is just another pawn to the story. It's not somebody that you're meant to save.
I mean, technically, if the stab was in the chest, there's a good chance that she can be saved with fast enough medical assistance. Who amongst us is a doctor?
I am,
mean,
but
it's not
I'm
like
more of the pharmacist.
It's not like you have any very important organs in the chest. I mean, it's not like you have your heart there.
If they stab the lung, it's possible to see. If they stab the heart, it's impossible to see.
Okay.
There are
Well, the question
variations
comes
to the
again
story.
to what do you guys like to do?
We're killing dead, right?
And we'd like to try to leave one alive, so if you can get one of them separated, I could throw a Molotov at them.
Okay. You've been aching to throw a Molotov, so might as well go ahead and throw it.
All right.
Go ahead and roll your throw.
How far away from us are they?
Oh my goodness, I was pretty sure that was going to fail and that you were going to burn the whole group.
It also has burn.
Yeah, no, definitely. Well, you cause 8 damage to them, so give me a second. And that's an area of attack anyway. So area of attack.
Which one do you throw it?
Say anything about the area.
Well, yeah, the Molotov cocktail spreads out. All right, so these guys have what? Okay, no, actually, never mind. They don't die right away. Okay, so 8 hit points, and they have a burn. Let's say what? 3 points for burn per turn. Is that
Yeah.
fair?
Yeah, I don't know. It just says burn in the Discord channel.
That's fine. So,
Give me a second. It's probably written
so,
somewhere.
well, yeah, 3 points I think is being generous per turn, but I'm gonna give you 3 points per turn. So, all in all, you throw the Molotov cocktail. When you throw the Molotov cocktail, you hit them. And the moment you hit them, they're kind of going a little crazy right now because they're getting burnt and, they're a little uncomfortable. These guys are wearing black robes and they have this hoodies on and this masks. And they're a little nervous right now because they're getting burned. What do you guys do? So that was your turn, Lewis. So, Arlene, what do you want to do, if anything? You want to throw another rock?
How far away are they?
30 feet.
Unfortunately, that's kind of 30 feet. That's around 10 meters. You said you want one of them alive, correct?
Both of them are alive.
Yeah, like
For now.
Well, yeah.
Okay. I can work with that. We need one of them alive. The other one can die.
yeah, they have to roll. Yeah. By the way, they had to roll luck to see if they can avoid the burning.
Well, we're not gonna need to do that. They're enemies, so we're gonna assume that they get burned. So let's go with the fact that they're burning. So both of them right now, they are burning for 11 points of damage at this moment. So, Arlen, what do you want to do, if anything?
I'm going to approach until I'm 5 meters away from the closest one, with all around 15 feet. And then I'm going to, hopefully he isn't heavier than 90 kilos, but I'm going to sacrifice a magic point so I can move 180 kilos and try to pull the closest among them towards.
Towards what?
Well,
Sorry?
more like throw closest among the two who just killed the girl. I'm going to use telekinesis to pull him towards me and then keep pulling him until he's flying somewhere behind me and towards the rest of the group. I'm just gonna first warn them to be careful. Hopefully the landing is not gonna kill him. That okay?
Okay, so just so I understand this correctly, you're going to, with telekinesis, levitate one of those guys and throw him in flames.
More like yoink.
What?
Out of flames.
Well, he is
Force
in flames
pull.
right now.
Essentially, I'm going to use a force pull. And I'm going to let him keep flying so he lands closer to the rest of the group.
Right, but that's what I'm trying to determine right now. Okay, so the guy is burning. You're going to levitate him and throw him towards the group.
I mean, we can go with that.
Okay.
As long as he lands close enough to the rest of them.
Go ahead and roll your throw.
So they can... is the first telekinesis? I'm literally going to yoink him.
Yeah.
No levitate, then pull, then just yoink.
Fine. Let's do the telekinesis. Go ahead and roll telekinesis.
I mean, why would they complicate?
Okay, now roll your luck.
I'm going to sacrifice my luck. I'm going to sacrifice 12 points of freaking luck.
Okay. All right. So we'll go ahead and say that you throw him, and this guy just lands literally right in front of the group. You guys just see him landing over there. Boom. Right in front of you guys. A few feet from
He's
you.
still alive.
Like within 5 feet from where you're at.
Yeah, I got my gun.
Like literally, you see Damien moving forward and just swiping his hand at the guy flying.
Anita, what do you want to do?
Hide, I guess. Is there anything to hide behind?
The group?
Yeah,
At this
I'll hide
point, the
behind
group.
them.
All right. So you hide behind the group. And Dan, what do you want to do?
Is the guy that Damien threw at us, is he like still alive, or is he like knocked out, or like conscious?
No, it's still alive. It's still alive.
And maybe a bit on fire.
Then I'll shoot the other cultist that's still running around.
Okay. Go ahead. All right. 5 more points. Okay. And Maya, what do you want to do?
So the portal that's open,
Yes, it is.
but is it like the flames are surrounding it? I take it, or in front of it? I can't really inspect it all that well.
Well, nobody has looked or done anything with the portal yet. The portal opened, and the moment that they open, we
I
had a
threw
guy throwing a
a
Molotov cocktail to them, and then Arlie enjoying, going in there, Jedi style, and throwing
But like,
one
I'm
of
gonna
them
just ask, what like flames are stopping me from going closer to it, right?
to what? To the portal?
Yeah.
No, not really. There's ways that you could go around the flames and get to the portal.
I'll pull up my gun and kind of go closer to the portal, but keep my gun on the. I'll move closer to the portal and take a shot at the cultist that's. They didn't pull closer to him.
All right, go ahead. You can get 3 shots if it's with a handgun.
It's a handgun. Mine says I only have a 1 shot.
Why
It
you
depends on
only
the
have 1 shot?
handgun.
Is it a 1 parentheses 3?
Nope.
Then it should be 1
I got
to
like
3.
I got like it's a 2.5 Derringer.
Oh, okay.
I thought it was just a little small gun that you would probably carry.
That's fine. Take your shot.
Mm-hmm.
Meep, meep.
Nope.
All right. Pew! All right, so let's see. Where's my friend the cultist? All right. All right, so the cultist takes his robe off and he's butt naked. And
Which one? That's the one in front of us.
the one that didn't get thrown out, Jedi style. So when he takes his robe off, all the flames just disappear. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. 4. Maya.
Take 4.
No. You wait. Wait a moment.
All right.
I am determining. I was determining as to who he was going to attack. 1. Go ahead and roll your power, Maya, please, and thank you.
And make that.
All right. So Maya, you for the moment you are unable to move or do anything. You're just looking at the action right now, but you just can't move at this time. The other cultist that is in flames. The other cultist, it's also going to take his robe off. But he's a little bit more hurt, so he reincorporates himself like by standing up. Louis, go ahead and take your turn.
I can only use one Molotov for every 2 rounds, so this... I'll actually take I'll take 3 shots at the cultist in the back.
All right. Pew, pew, pew. All right. So that cultist dies. Right there. Boom. Drops dead.
I'd hope so. He would have taken 24 damage,
Yep.
27 damage at this point.
Arlian, your turn.
Okay. Which cult is still alive? The one on fire or the one I threw?
Well, the only one alive is the one on fire. Well, the one that you threw. Neither of them were on fire anymore.
They took
Okay.
the one that we want, the one that is out of the fire.
So the one that's out of the fire is still alive. Okay.
No, he's dead. I shot him.
Both of them.
Oh,
one
the
of them
one in
is
the
dead.
fire.
The one that you didn't throw is the one that just died.
Okay, so the one out of that I threw is alive. Perfect.
Yes.
Can I just pick him up and slam him down to the ground with telekinesis? Just slam.
Go ahead and roll your
Try and knock him out.
telekinesis.
Go to sleep.
Go ahead and roll your telekinesis, please.
Right, let me find it.
Sure.
Okay. 59.
All right. So you do that. Go ahead and roll go ahead and roll the damage. I guess that will be
Unarmed. We can use unarmed damage. That's D3.
yeah.
Because telekinesis doesn't really have a damage profile.
There you go.
Is that non-lethal damage?
So Anita, go ahead and take your turn. Do you continue hiding?
Yeah, I don't have any combat skills. I can do medicine and I can dodge.
That's fine. Dan,
Better than nothing.
what do you do?
Dan, I'm gonna point my gun at the guy and just tell him to get on his knees. He's obviously surrounded.
Okay, you do that. He kneels. Maya, what do you do? Do you
Am I
reload
still
your
under
gun?
mind control? Am I still under mind control?
Yes, you're seeing everything. Actually, yeah, your turn. My control. Sorry. All right. So.
Didn't I shoot the guy though?
Yep.
Yeah, would
You
you
did.
still be under my control even if he died?
I thought it was
Would,
the one that
because
you
it's a
guys
spell.
told you is the one that did it.
Is the spell? It's not necessarily him just telling her what to do. She's just mind control at that point. So, you're gonna be mind controlled for 2 rounds unless you pass a power roll. So the first thing you will do will be the power roll. All right. So now, let me see your character sheet. Okay. So I guess this turn you're just gonna reload your gun.
Yep.
All right. And the guy kneeled down, so he's going to be kneeling. One second.
Who you want to talk to?
All right. So what do you guys want to do with the guy?
Hey,
Louis has questions for him.
yeah. Just what in God's green earth did you do?
And he looks at Anita and he says, "Well, finally you have come. We've been waiting for you forever. He has
Hey,
been
I
waiting for you."
I grab him, but I grab his chin and drag him back to me. Hey, don't look at my nephew like that, buddy.
He starts laughing. He's like, "You are so inept for this. You just don't know what you're up against." And then he looks again
Tell us
at
then.
Anita and he says, "You,
Keeper.
my dear, are going to be having to make a very hard choice soon enough. You know, he is expecting you
Keeper.
to make the right choice." What, Arlen?
What did you do with Hilda? Give her back.
And he says,
Keeper, can I pop his shoulder just dislocated?
"Can you what?"
The amount of torsion necessary to dislocate someone's shoulder is about 20 kilos if force applied properly. It should be quite easy to do it.
So you're trying
Can
to
I
break your
do it?
shoulder? Dislocate his shoulder?
Dislocate. Yes, to try and make him stop blabbering bullshit and consider talking.
Okay, so you're gonna do that with telekinesis?
I mean, I can, or I
Or-
can grab his arm and just put pressure on his shoulder in the wrong direction by just lying on top of him. It's
Okay.
actually the difficult.
Okay, so if you're gonna get on top of him, you're gonna need to roll your brawl. And then you're gonna need to
I said,
pass the strength
I can-
roll against his.
Or I can just, as I said, I mentioned the amount of force necessary because I can move 90 kilos with telekinesis.
Right, but
And my
ultimately it
strength
is
is
a
terrible.
roll that you have to do against his. So it wouldn't really matter at this point. If you're gonna do your telekinesis, you're gonna roll your telekinesis, and then
Yeah.
if you're gonna and then he's gonna roll his strength, and then we'll
Or
see if
power.
you manage to pop his shoulder. If you're going to do
Yeah.
it with your hands, then you're gonna roll your brawl, and then you're gonna roll your strength. So you pick.
Yeah, popping the shoulder with telekinesis.
Okay, roll your telekinesis.
I mean, he's going on my nerves. And he's blabbering way too much.
Okay.
And it's not little damage.
So, I'm sorry,
But
what's
it will
the
make him
damage?
shut up for a few seconds. It's not little damage. It's
Oh, not
dislocation
lethal
is not
damage, that's what you're saying.
classified.
Okay, go ahead and
Yes.
actually, hold on. 3 damage.
You need to roll. It technically doesn't take little damage and he cannot faint due to dislocation because pain is not high enough.
And he screams, just says, "Ah!"
Now, would you be kind enough to start
Hilda,
talking?
yes. She came down here, but you know what? She was just a tool to guide you to come here, because ultimately he needs somebody to make that choice and bring him. And that's you. You are the messenger. You are the special one. You will need to make a very hard choice, girl. Soon enough, you are not to be killed. Everyone knows that. You will live. But you will live long enough just to have to make the choice. The rest of them are going to die.
What's with the portal? That's still there, right?
Yeah, the portal is there.
What is that?
He says that's the way how we go around.
And this
We go to
portal
our
leads
special
to...
places.
You still didn't answer my question. What did you do with Hilda? Give her back. If I'm so special, you should give her back to me.
Hilda's dead. We killed every single girl that came here. Till today.
What?
That the portal opens. That means that every single portal has opened.
So these portals open when the blood of a woman or a girl is spilled, correct?
It's like, that's for me to know and for you to find out. I'll be happy to stab you if you want me to, so we can test that theory.
No, we probably end up stabbing
I
you.
got something for this commie. I'm like, hold on, let me get something. I'm like pulling out my kit, like, alright, how do I... Yes, scopolamine.
He's coming. Can I do it? He is coming, and there will be nowhere for you guys to run. She will be the only one to live. And
Who is he?
Laughing
Is he in that
maniacally. Portal? He just starts laughing maniacally.
Can I do a chemistry check to make scopolamine?
Sure.
No, not worth it, isn't it? God.
What is scopolamine?
1920's first drug to be promoted as a true serum.
Oh. So, is he through that portal?
Well, that is most definitely where she needs to go next, he says. And by the way, you guys are more than welcome to stay, but she should get going. She needs to go somewhere she needs to be, especially before they get over here. And go ahead and roll listen.
I think I'm out of mind control.
Yeah, by now you will be out of mind control. All right. So Louis and Maya, you both hear growling noises, and you hear stomping when they walk. Something very, very large is coming down that tunnel where you guys came. And potentially more than one thing.
Oh no! Whatever will we do? As I pull out another Molotov cocktail.
What?
And you're good at throwing, right? And you see Damien just kind of offering you what looks like a weirdly modified grenade. I brought one.
That's what that'll toy do. Sounds
So
like looks like fun.
the cultist goes ahead. He grabs a dagger and he stabs himself on the throat and kills himself.
Well, that was easy. I think we got what we needed from him, right?
Not like we were getting anything else. As I like hold the
Honestly,
Go ahead and roll
My
spot
new-
hidden. Very well. So you see, give me just a second. Let me scroll up. You see 5 of this bad boys over there in Discord. By the way, they're still uploading, but it's coming. I promise. You see 5 of those. I need sanity rolls, please and thank you. Actually,
these people.
everybody's gonna have to roll sanity twice, by the way, because you know, I've seen a portal open. But you know what? Actually, we're going to hold off on the sanity for the portal yet. I'm sure if you guys end up using the portal, then you're gonna pay me the sanity. So those of you that pass the roll, go ahead and roll a 1d3. Those of you that fail the roll, give me a 1d5. Maya. Is that your... Did you roll sanity twice?
Yeah, you said to
Okay,
roll
okay,
sanity
okay. No,
twice.
never mind. So no, you're good. Because that second roll is not going to count yet. So you're good. I thought you fumbled. I was going to be like, oh, man, that's fun. But no.
And this is how much sanity we're losing, right?
But you're good. All right. So you see these creatures that they seem to be coming for you. 5 of them. They are the size of, you know, standing up. They are the size of a nice grizzly bear. So, what do you guys want to do?
Fucking throw it.
Yeah, I test out the new toy that my mechanical friend gave me.
Go ahead.
I am spending 7 luck just so it doesn't fail.
All right.
Keeper, you never said the amount of damage it deals, so you're gonna have to.
What exactly is it that you threw?
Arlo?
All the incendiary grenades I passed him, the ones I.
Okay, so it doesn't
he got
explode.
his
It
hands
just
on the-
incendiates. Right, it burns everything. Okay, all right. So those guys will be burning for 3 damage right now. Let me take a look at this guys real quick.
There's no initial damage like.
So the deep ones, the 5 deep ones, are burning for 3 damage. All right.
And how much did they take from initial
Well,
hit?
they
from
have
initial
about
burst?
17 health, give or take. So they
What about the
continue walking
initial
towards
explosion?
you. I'm sorry?
What about the initial explosion, though?
Okay, let's do that. What's the initial explosion's damage or roll for the damage? Do you have it, or do we?
You didn't tell me.
Or what kind of
You
explosion?
didn't tell me when.
Okay, what kind of explosion are we talking about? Because obviously it's not a grenade.
It was originally a 40 millimeter grenade.
Okay. All right. So then let's do.
I don't know how much damage you thought that for that because we didn't find it in the list. We can go with hand grenade amount of damage just reduced because it's been modified to be incendiary weapon,
Okay.
but instead of just explosion.
All right. So you guys then do. We said what? 3, 9. So 12 points of damage. All right. So the guys are still coming. They're very hurt, but they're coming to you. What's next? Lewis, what do you want to do?
That's why that's why I spent my turn doing.
Okay. Arlian. Stay and fight. Run away.
Hmm.
Can't really run away, right? They're coming the way that we came in.
How far from me are they? And how are
From
they
you
grouped up?
are they? I want to say they are at least 50 feet. Considering that you just threw an incendiary grenade. Well, your friend did.
I didn't.
Otherwise, all of you will be burning by now.
So for now, they can only move one object at a time, or I'd be yoinking everybody a bit closer to me, out of the way of your trouble.
I did prepare another Molotov when I heard them coming. I just switched because you gave me a new toy.
Yeah.
Hey, I only brought one, so.
All right, so Erlian, what's your turn?
Uh, the girl who's pretty much stuck in they want. How far away is she from me? I cannot remember the name.
Well, she's
Not
probably
Maya.
nearby.
Anita.
She's probably nearby.
Anita. Okay. Honestly, I don't yet know what I could do. I'm just going to move a bit forward and pull out my saw blade. But if you look, it's a bit modified, so I can essentially use it as a knuckle duster, improvised knuckle duster. Essentially, just added a few holes around for fingers, so he can hold it easier. Zero when he's not using it as a projectile, and I think I'll just skip my turn.
Okay.
Aside of that,
All right. Anita, what do you want to do?
So are they like coming towards me?
Yeah.
I'm gonna run away. I'm gonna run back towards the entrance.
They're coming from the entrance.
Oh,
They're running away.
my
Yep.
bad.
They are definitely coming from the entrance. There's always that portal.
Maybe I can't decide. Let me roll a die.
Enough.
Okay, yep, she runs towards the portal.
Okay. All right.
What-
So you
what
get
are you
to
doing?
The portal. You get to the portal. Are you gonna cross the portal or just stand by?
Yep, cross.
Okay.
Crossing the portal.
So you kind of stick your hand out, and you see that your hand goes through. So you just continue running, and whoop, just go to the other side, in which you appear inside of this small cave. Go ahead and roll listen. Okay, not much of anything, but if you move around, you can see the water, you see some gigantic waves over there happening right now. No immediate threat seems to be around you at this point. So, Dan, what's your turn? What do you want to do?
Can I shoot at the things and then run to the portal?
You
Or
sure
is it one
can.
at the other?
You sure can run and shoot at the same time. You would shoot on hard and only shoot once. Actually, you can shoot 3 times. Just shooting hard.
Alright. Yeah, as I do that, I'm gonna call out, like, I don't know what the hell she's doing, but she's got literally nothing. And she, like, we said not to separate, so I'm following her.
Okay.
Runner.
Alright, 7 damage. Alright, and Maya.
Going through the portal.
Alright, so you ran to the portal. So Lewis and Arlen are left.
I think I can take them.
Why is everyone I always work so freaking suicidal?
Go ahead and roll your power, Lewis.
Right?
So, Lewis, at this point, you drop dead. And you see, Arlen, that the one deep one that was literally looking at Lewis just has completely regenerated. And when you look at Lewis, you see his skin all burned out and hurt, much like the deep one was. He managed to transfer his damage to him. Go ahead and roll your sanity, Arlen.
Give me a second.
Yep. All right, perfect. No, you don't lose any points for that. Okay, so I don't have to roll anymore because you're the only one left. So, go ahead and roll your power. All right.
Sharing is caring.
Go ahead and roll your power again.
I'm dead.
All right. So, dominate. All right. So you kind of stand still for a moment. And the other one just does the same thing to you. Pretty much heals up from you and you just drop dead on the ground. At that point, the portal closes. So, fellas, now that you have that you have gone across the portal, Maya, Anita, and Dan, you notice how the portal just closes up.
Oh, fuck.
Without hearing a word from Arlen's character and from Lewis.
You hear Armstrong saying, "I can take them."
Yeah, that's the last thing I heard.
So,
Anita, what? Why?
So the portal closes, and now that the portal closed, you 3 owe me a sanity roll for the portal. That sanity roll that I said that we were gonna wait until now. So Louis Armstrong is dead. It's gonna join the grave, and Damien is also dead.
Rip.
All right. So, did any of you fail the sanity roll?
I fumbled.
Ooh. Fun times. All right. So let's go one thing at a time then. Let's take a look. All right. So those of you that pass the roll, since this is much easier to deal with that first, go ahead and roll a 1d3, please, and thank you. You fumble. So go ahead and give me a 1d10, please, and thank you. Watch when he rolls a 1. All right. So you lose a 7. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to, well, actually, I'm going to do it for you. Just a moment. That should be coming up. Maybe. What is going on? My bout to madness. One sec. What are my macros? Where are my macros? Boom. There we go.
Ouch.
So go ahead and roll a 1d10, please.
I don't have. Oh, I don't
4.
have guns.
All right. So you see them right next to you. You see Anita and you see Dan. And for a moment, you're just not yourself. And you feel scared. You feel like you're in danger. And you pull your gun out. Go ahead and roll a 1d2, please.
All right.
All right, so Dan, go ahead and take a shot.
I take a shot, or
Yep.
Dan's taking a shot.
No, Maya is taking a shot. All right. Anita, you see that Maya just took a shot at Dan. What do you do?
I said, what the hell? Maya and I try and shove her.
Okay. Dan, what do you do?
I'm gonna take her gun.
All right, go ahead and roll your brawl.
I'm try to push her through.
Very good. Roll your strength. All right, Maya, go ahead and roll your strength. Oh, that's a much better roll. So yeah, unfortunately, while neither of you overpower each other, but Maya manages to keep her gun on the struggle.
I don't want to have to shoot, but that's really that's my thing.
So Maya, go ahead. Since you're struggling against Dan, obviously you're not necessarily going to be shooting Anita at this point. So go ahead and actually it's only a one shot, and you wouldn't be able to reload right now. So you will have to roll your brawling, or whatever else you want to do. Well, no, you'll have to roll your brawling because you're in a rage right now. There's no reasoning with you at this point.
Yep.
Argument though, if she brawls and like tries to hit me, she would be letting go of the gun.
Yep.
Well, could I just not like, hey, hold on to the gun and it's like kind of like backhand with it, like pistol
Probably.
whip?
Yeah, you're gonna be hitting him
What?
with a gun.
What? Okay.
All right.
Don't worry, I'm probably not going to hit you.
All right. So, Anita, your turn again.
I'm going to kick the back of Maya's knees.
Well, they're probably both on the floor right now, struggling.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I didn't realize they were both down. I thought they were standing.
No.
I will also try and take the gun. She's not. She's a
Okay.
teenager.
Go ahead and roll your brawl. Okay, never mind. All right, so Dan, your turn.
Take the gun.
Brawl again.
Oh fuck, it's worth it.
Maya,
Can I
go
have
ahead
also-
and roll your brawl.
Me?
Yep. All right, Anita, what do you do?
I tell them just stop it, and I just kind of stand there.
Okay.
I'm not doing anything. It's her. She's the one that shot at me.
Dan, what do you do?
Yeah, I can take it. Oh, thank Christ.
All right, go ahead and roll your strength. Okay, Maya, go ahead and roll your strength. All right, Dan, you take the gun.
All right, I'm gonna back up and like kind of back up with Anita and just kind of give Maya some space, tell her to calm the hell down.
All right, Maya,
Seriously, need
as
to
she
chill out.
takes the gun, your character is still in a rage. So go ahead and roll your brawling.
Okay.
Oh, you fumble. All right, go ahead and roll your luck.
What a fuck.
Goodness
All right,
gracious,
so
he has
as you
fumbling all over
as
the
you
place.
jump to get the gun from him, he sort of moves at the last second, and you continue going. Now, the area where you're at, granted that is a cavern, somehow there's rocks here and there. You fall down and you hit yourself against those rocks. Now, you do recover 3 points from that headache that you used to have, which you don't have anymore. You just lived too many experiences right now to continue having a headache. But with that being said, you when you jump and you land it on the rock, you hurt yourself. Go ahead and give me a 1d5. You possibly fracture an arm.
Oops.
/ roll space 1d5. There you go. So you got a slight fracture on your arm. Go ahead and roll 1d2 so we can determine 1 for left, 2 for right, which arm you fractured. So we're specific about it. All right, left arm. All right, and Maya, you just happen to come back. When you come back,
Yeah, I'll
you
cry
may
out
be a
in
little
pain.
confused as to what's going on.
I'll cry out in pain and like, what happened? What's going on?
Yeah, what the hell's your problem?
What's my problem? What's yours? Why am I
You
on the
shot at
ground?
me,
I wouldn't shoot at you. Why would I shoot at you?
Anita.
You definitely shot at us.
And then you backhanded me with the gun. Like, what the fuck?
I didn't do none of that. I was all of a sudden here in the rocks. I don't remember nothing. Like what? We came across the portal, and then all of a sudden I'm on the rocks, and my arm hurt.
Yeah, you just punched the wall.
It seems like maybe you were not yourself.
Yeah, are you good now?
I mean, I hope so. Are you too good? I mean,
Yeah, I was fine. I'm gonna keep your gun though, for a while. I don't.
For a while. So, Lewis. Lewis. Whatever. What character do you want to use next, Keegan?
I'll go with Anthony Perrin.
And Arlen, what character do you want to use next? Arlen, you there? If you're talking, you're muted.
Yeah, I realized.
Nah.
Uh, um, I think I'm missing a character. Multiple characters, actually.
Like 3.
I'm missing the martial artist.
Well,
I have Thief, Thomas.
okay, so
but
which
I
one do you
don't
want to
think
use?
I put any. You know what? I'm going to grab my Thief.
Thomas. Very well. Thank you. All right, so as you guys had an altercation over there at the beach, and when I mean you guys, I mean Anita, Dan, and Maya. Somebody might have heard you. So let's see. Anthony, go ahead and roll your. Actually, no. I'm going to assume that you did hear them. You just happened to be over there at the beach. You were vacationing.
I heard an explosion underground.
You were vacationing, and you were over there at the beach. You heard a shot. So you approach over there, and you see there's 3 people. There's 2 women and this one guy. The guy's holding a gun. The girl seems to be hurt. The older woman, holding her arm, and a little bruised up. And then there's this other girl that looks very much like a very confused boy.
What's going on here? You do this,
What?
buddy?
No, I'm gonna hold up her gun. And they're like, no, it's not.
Yeah. I heard it before, buddy. Give it here. Give it.
I bet you haven't heard it before. What just happened was pretty nuts. No, I'm not gonna give you anything. Who are you? What do you want?
Where are we?
Better question. Answer all 3.
That's Sergeant Perrin to you, and Mega.
You're on vacation right now. You're in Sydney, Australia.
Listen. You're in Australia, all right? The land down under. I'm here with my family. The hell? Why the fuck are you not know you're here?
Wait, weren't we just in Savannah?
Yeah.
Yeah, we were just in Georgia.
I mean,
You
at least
you
you're still on
high?
Earth, I guess.
You've been experimenting with the hooch down here? What the hell's going on?
No, we've seen some shit, guy. Okay.
Yeah, we took some of that peyote stuff, and now we're here.
What? No, we didn't take anything. Like, no. Why would you say that?
All right, ignoring you, I'm pushing you aside with like my hand on your face, pushing you aside. All right, son. Thank you for being honest. Now, do you remember anything before you came here?
Yeah, we were in Savannah.
Shut up! I'm not talking to you.
Yeah, I think we did start off in Savannah, but
Well, you
I
started in
don't know.
Arkham.
We were like,
You're from Arkham.
Well,
yeah,
but
I'm lying.
Yeah. No.
Oh, yeah, we
Nick.
started off in Savannah, and we were like on a cruise on vacation, and we got off, and we started this party at the beach, and now we're here.
my guy's just besides himself. What? No.
All right. All right. I can take you folks to the embassy. See if they can help you out. Fucking A. Just. I'm gonna have to. Hold on. I gotta talk to my wife Lucille about this. Fucking. God
Sorry.
damn woman. Fucking.
Very much appreciate it.
Sure.
Do you have any food or water? I don't think I've eaten in like 2 days.
No, I. Fucking.
Yeah, I got some water.
I'm walking away right now just to tell my wife Lucille the situation. Like,
Yeah, I'll pull up my water bag. I'll give you some. You can have some water if you're thirsty. Just say so.
yeah, I'm basically.
Sure. I take your water when he's out of earshot. I was like,
So-
unless you want to get sent to a little bed, just play along.
As you walk,
Okay.
as you're walking towards your wife, you see how you're. And just to verify, you were with your wife only, or your wife and someone else?
And kids.
And kids. Okay. So as you walk towards your wife, you see that there is someone talking to your wife that is also wearing this black robe, and this person that wears this other black robe, he's kneeling down, showing something to your kids, and you see that your
You
kids.
get the fuck.
Hold on. And you see that your wife and your kids are grabbing something, almost as if they're giving them some sort of food or something. They're grabbing something and putting them in their mouths, and the little kids too. Almost
Would
as if
call
they're
out
candy.
to that immediately.
They are putting
No,
them in their mouths.
No, hey, Amber, Green, no, put that out. Lucy, come on.
And they, at that point in time, they leave them the bags and they just walk away. They start walking away slowly.
No,
your wife just looks at you and is like, "Hey, honey, don't worry. They're some good guys. They
no,
were offering
you
some,
two, spit it out right
some
now.
Snacks. Oh, they were delicious, baby. We only ate a
No.
handful. It's okay."
Lucy, no, this is. It was. God. Lucy, we talked about this.
Some sort of religion, they're probably looking for donors or people.
I'm just ignoring her at this point. Like, spit it out, you two, right now.
Would we hear this commotion?
Spit out, Daddy. We already ate it, but you didn't eat it.
I'm just like, God. All right, that's it. Come on. I'm like picking them both up. Like, I'm gonna take you to the goddamn hospital. Goddamn.
To the hospital? Nothing's happening to us, Daddy. We're just playing. We want to play. We want to stay in the water. But you know what? We feel a little tired. I'll give you that. Maybe we can just sit down for a minute and just relax. Can we do that?
God. I'm like,
and
you three,
says,
can I get some help over here?
Sit down over here for a minute and enjoy a drink.
No, honey, there are drug dealers around here, for God's sake. I just found out about this.
We don't sound so crazy now, do we?
Apparently not.
Drug
Can I
dealer?
have my pistol back?
Yeah, I just found out a bunch of people that
you can have it back.
got caught up with it. All right, that's why I'm panicking right now. All right, apparently
You
there's
talk to
drugs
some
going
people
around.
that sell drugs?
No, they got caught up in it. They apparently thought they were in fucking Georgia. back in the
We-
Oh,
States.
they were using
Should we
drugs and
follow
they got too
the,
high and thought that they were in Georgia. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, exactly. That's why
Oh.
That's why I don't want you. This is how they get you. They give you something free at first. This is. Come on, we gotta
okay.
get this.
Well, I'm not
We
gonna
gotta get
take
this
that
shit
anymore,
out of their
honey.
system. Like I'm
I'm not
at
gonna
this point,
take
I'm
that
like
anymore,
dragging
honey.
my
I
kids
promise
off to
you.
the hospital.
Well, I promise you, I'm not gonna take that anymore, honey. I think I didn't
Yeah,
know.
well, we're going to a hospital. Come on, we gotta fucking.
Yeah, what are they gonna do?
Can you
at the
three help me?
hospital?
Yeah.
I'll
Are
step
we
up
going
and
with
help.
him?
I tell you what,
I'm a
I don't
medical
right now I'm
student.
not feeling bad. I'm not feeling anything. I'm feeling normal. So
It
we're
takes
just gonna eat
no.
over here for a minute. We're gonna hang out because the
No.
kids ultimately are enjoying themselves too. And if we are feeling bad, we're promised that we will.
I'd
go to the
rather
hospital.
be safe than sorry, for God's sake. I'd rather not bury my 2 children,
Well, then
Lucy.
you go to the hospital. We're feeling okay.
All right, I'm picking them up like under my arms and fine. Come on, you two.
And they start running away.
All right. Well.
They run away.
Oh, I am fucking no. Come on, Mega.
And there's 2 of them, so they both run on an opposite direction.
Can I do a dexterity check then
Yeah,
on
go
hard
ahead.
to see if I can grab both?
Go ahead.
God damn it.
They're like, no, Dad, we're not going to the hospital. We're having fun. We're gonna go to the water.
Fucking. He's just putting his hands to his face, like, God, fucking.
Or even getting close to us. Can we grab one? Can I grab one?
So
You
yeah.
can eat it.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
At that point, obviously the rest of you heard him talking about saying that you guys got on drugs and that you guys were high and all that. You guys did hear all that.
Of course, I'm screaming at the top of my
But
lungs,
you
like,
guys get to them, and you guys are more than welcome to do what you want. But ultimately they are just over there.
yeah, actually, can I do a roll of psychology to see if this is even normal for my wife to do this? Like,
Sure. Great. So,
Nope.
your wife says, "All right, honey, why don't you watch the kids for a minute? I'm gonna close my eyes for a minute, but you watch them. Let me get a tan. That's what we're here for. And just watch them so they don't go in the water and nothing happens to them."
then we should take them to the hospital. God, Lucy, this isn't like you. For
And she passes out. She falls asleep.
oh God, I'm
Yeah, I'm good.
at this point, I'm like, oh, fireman carrying her over my shoulders, like, Amber, Green.
What, Daddy?
Come with me. Come on, your mom. We need to go to the hospital now.
Why in the hospital?
should-
Nothing's going on. What are you doing, to
Mommy just passed out. We need to get
Exactly.
her to the doctor. She's sick.
We need to bring her home, not to the hospital.
This is mine.
She's sick. All right, come on. Young man. And I'm like talking to Anita, who looks like a twig of a guy. Come on, can you help me?
But yes, I'm a medical
Yeah,
student. I can check on her if you get the kids.
Yeah, like I just like shoulder her like to you, like thinking you can handle her weight.
I
Right.
tried. I try and hold it.
All right.
You
So
could
you
bribe the
guys,
kids with candy.
Okay, so you guys get everybody and you head to the hospital. When you get to the hospital, you see that Thomas is there, and obviously you guys don't necessarily know Thomas, but Thomas is there, also in Australia, in Sydney. He just seems to be hanging out, just chilling. At the hospital, he just got, a friend of his got hurt, so he brought him in. So, Thomas, you see that this group of people come in, a group of people that don't necessarily look like they were dressed for the hospital. They got a couple bruises. They seem like they got roughed up.
Actually, no. They didn't get hurt at all. Wait, no, they did. My
I
bad.
mean, Maya has a fracture arm.
Oh, no, that worked out.
And then you're carrying a woman over your shoulder, which there's nothing suspicious about that, with 2 kids. So the nurse comes at you,
We need a.
and she's like, "Oh my goodness, what are you doing with that woman?"
She help my wife. My wife with some jackass decided thought it'd be funny to get my wife and kids some drug candy. We need their stomachs pumped.
What? Okay, well, how about and the nurses come and they grab your wife and they put her on a bed, on a stretcher, and they said, "Okay, well, tell you what. How about you let us go examine her and we'll find out what's going on." And
please, just get her stomach pumped.
We'll let you know what we can do. Just wait here. And you, young man, and she talks to you, Arlian, to your character, Thomas.
Yes.
So are you hurt, or is it just your friends?
I'm just waiting for my friends to come out. They were. We had a little accident on the shooting range, so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you've seen them.
Oh, okay. Sure, no problem. I'm gonna go check on them real quick.
Thank you.
And you go sit down. When you go sit down, you notice that there's 2 kids that now are sleeping over there on the benches. And,
they should have also been taken away.
Well, no, because you said the wife needed them. The kids were fine.
I said that my wife and kids were given something. I want their stomachs pumped.
Okay, fine. They took the kids away too then. All right, so you go sit, and Arlian sits right next to you guys. And so you guys talk over there, hang out, whatever, and about half an hour goes by, and the nurse comes back. And she comes, and she says, "Well, good thing to all of you. Good news. I have good news. So your wife and kids are okay. They just have fell asleep. They're relaxing right now. I think they were through some sort of
Just woke
situation,
up.
Stressful situation. So
no, that doesn't make sense.
Nap.
They woke up. What the hell are you talking about?
They're just taking a little nap real quick. It's normal, when people see something strange, whatever, or they have a stressful situation, they get tired. It's
Yeah, but they ate something.
And you, young man, strangely enough, your friends have also fallen asleep. I'm not sure how or why, but they seem to be like tired, so they just passed out.
Maybe because they were, kind of shot, so the bullet did have to be removed and everything. So
that could be. That could be.
It's probably because of that. It's exhausting.
Do you know if they took anything by any chance? Because for example, his wife, she's asleep. She seems to be in a very, very deep sleep, much like the kids do. They seem to be like, I've never seen somebody sleep like that naturally. It's almost as if they were like extremely tired,
A friend of mine, one of them at least, brought some weird candy or something like that. I don't think it was a drug of any sort, or at least it didn't look like one. So I don't know.
Well, I can tell
Maybe
you
that,
that.
or maybe he didn't sleep. He he did complain about lack of sleep for a while now, but
I
I
see.
don't know what it could be.
Well,
I
you know
mean,
what? Maybe you guys, you, especially you, sir. She looks at, she looks at Keegan's character.
Yeah. Can I do a
You,
psychology check after that? Like,
yeah,
what the
she
hell?
says you
Like,
definitely seem to be going through a lot of stress. Maybe for as long as your wife is just resting, maybe you should try resting too. Just saying, not necessarily that you
anyways.
have to, but you seem very stressed out. Maybe you should, pump the brakes and try to rest. And the rest of you, and 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 she looks at, Anita, that is dressed like a boy. Dan, that is all roughed up. And then Maya, she's all roughed up too, but she has a fractured arm and she's holding her arm. She says, well, you three are not that much better, aren't you? Lady, and she looks at Maya, are you okay? Are you in pain at all? You keep holding your arm. What happened?
My arm. I fell when I was trying to swim, and I jumped and I hit some rocks.
Oh, well, would you like some treatment?
If it's not too much.
Okay, yeah, please
I'll pay for it.
come with us. Come with us. Yeah.
Anyways, what would I get at with that psychology? Because this felt like a weird situation. Like, all of a sudden, my wife passes out after eating something strange. My kids pass out shortly after, and all she says is, "Oh yeah, they're just tired from stress." Like,
Well, where'd they get the candy?
yeah,
Who knows if it was candy, right?
yeah, exactly. So,
But
what did my 20 in psychology get?
ultimately, we're gonna go ahead and say that. Give me just a moment. Okay, 1 day. Eight hours go by. And the kids are still sleeping. And the wife is still sleeping. And the nurse says, well, they seem to have been really, really tired.
And this
We have
isn't
tried
normal.
waking them up. We have tried giving them medicine. However, they are not necessarily waking up. If I may, she says, and I don't think there would have been any way that we could pump their stomach because whatever they took was digested really, really fast. She says, but
Did you even do it in the first place?
no, we did not because it was too long. It would have hurt them for no reason, and they could have drowned because they're asleep. She says, but this is what I'm going to suggest. We don't necessarily have the kind of medicine that I think we would need to use to wake him up. My best advice will be for you to go see this guy. And she gives you a business card. He owns an apothecary type of business downtown. He provides strange medicines for strange times. Maybe
Should I
if you
even
describe
believe you?
the issue to him, maybe he can provide you with medicine or answers as to what's going on that we may not know.
Am I there
Should
with
I
him?
even believe you? I'm just like I still take the car. I'm like, go fuck yourself, lady.
And by the way,
As I'm
sir,
like,
she says to Arlie,
I'm
your
already out.
friends,
I'm already out.
your friends have fallen asleep too. And they've been asleep for a while and they don't seem to be waking up. My best advice is you guys should probably do the same. And maybe you
Probably
three,
go with them.
and she says, and maybe you three, maybe, I mean, do you guys have anywhere to go?
No.
Because, the hospital is not a waiting room for nobody. And Maya comes out.
Keep your mind.
Actually,
Hey,
Maya comes out of the hospital. I mean, of the treatment room. She's got a cast put on her arm, and she says, and you will say, Maya, something along the lines that you did see them asleep, and that you did see them like they were trying to wake them up and they just couldn't.
They couldn't wake them up. I watched them.
Well, who
Yeah,
gave
well-
them the stuff? Why don't we find them? They would know who it was.
Yeah, I ain't trusting this hospital anymore. Ain't going to fucking do the fucking shit. God, I'm gonna fucking. Oh, I'm going to fucking
Hey.
sue the asshole. Motherfucking. What? You were talking to me?
Mate, relax. If they
Anyways.
can do something, they will do something. If they cannot do something, they will direct you towards the person that they believe can do something. In the meantime, they will do what they can to keep your family safe and healthy.
Fine.
So she hands
There
you the
are,
address.
there are no
for the
miracles in this
place,
world.
which is not that far. It's only 3 blocks away. And she tells you, maybe he has some answers. I don't know. I think that that it's worth maybe go see him. Maybe he has some answers for this, some solutions.
How the fuck are we gonna get home?
I don't
Well, that's a
know,
good
man.
question.
I guess I'm rich as hell, so actually we're probably fine. Never mind. Let's just enjoy it while we can, and we'll go home.
I'm even going to the apothecary. I'm going to the hotel room and get my pistol.
I put a lot of my money in the bank before we left.
Oh, that was foolish. I always
You have
pack
all
up
mine
when
on
I
you.
go.
So since you three were victims of those schmucks too, you know anything about that?
Well, how do you? I mean, no.
I'm not.
Who
I'm not
gave
even.
them the stuff they ate?
It's just some wackos with black coats. This is totally out of character for Lucille.
Black
She would
black coats or cloaks?
cloaks like fucking.
They might have been the cultists that we had when we were in the
Who
I'm
were
not
in
we were in
Savannah?
Savannah, and there was cultists, and they had black robes, and then it was their portal we went through, and then we're here after going through the black cloaked cultists, and now a black cloaked cultist gave your family stuff. It's not. We're not high.
I'm looking at Anita's character like you can you speak better than your friend over here?
How much can we trust you?
Considering potentially the wife of my wife and kids are on the line. 50-50. Because if you know something about it, I'm willing to help you out.
How much would you actually
Okay.
believe us, though? Is the question.
So
willing to
a
take
bunch
a
of people
leap.
in cloaks were being creepy, and we went through a portal, and we wound up here. And I think it's the same people that gave your kids candy. They are kidnapping women and girls and killing them.
Okay, I'm going to kill any fuckers I see. Hold on, I'm going to my. Hold on, I just.
You're fine with the portal part?
You believe it when she says it or he says it.
Considering that you might still be under the effects of the drugs and he was more open about it, yes.
There were no drugs.
I was lying about the drugs.
There was no drugs.
So you guys, I guess you guys are gonna make your way to the apothecary business.
Yep.
I'm going to my hotel room to get my pistol, since we originally were going to the beach. No one needs to be. I don't think that's really a beach-going attire. But now it's personal.
You're going to the wrong beaches.
All right.
Well, the wife doesn't like it. I'm just grabbing my pistol so I can.
We'll wait for Anthony to. Before we're gonna just. We'll all go there at the same time. He
grabs his pistol, and as you guys chat, you make it to the apothecary business.
And as you're talking, you can see Thomas looking at you a lot with an expression, "What the fuck am I hearing?"
You just see Anthony look over by you, and he's like,
"There was a guy throwing people, like literally, he was throwing people with his mind."
Who was that?
I know it sounds crazy, but it happened.
Yeah.
That's the dead Jedi.
Yeah, Anita, you need to tell them these things because apparently I sound crazy when I say it, but it sounds perfectly fine when you do.
All right, so you guys arrive as you're talking.
Calvin.
And you guys standing outside of the business because you're just in a very heated conversation. And this Indian guy from India, not Indian as African, as native. He comes out. He has also an Australian accent mixed with Indian, which I'm not even going to attempt to pull that off. But
that'd be awesome.
Your accent is that bad.
He says, "Oh, hello. Well, excuse me. You. Oh, wow. You guys been through a lot, haven't you? If I'm not wrong, there's not a whole lot of time."
God, what did they get? What the hell did they give my family?
And then he looks around and he looks like to Anita. And he says, "And you're probably it."
Jesus Christ.
Well, I can tell you this much. Whatever it is that is going on, it seems like you guys need as much help as you can probably get. Even if you just don't happen to know everything that is going on yet. But go ahead and tell me, what are you doing here?
I want to.
Okay. We were
black cloaks.
We were in Savannah, Georgia, looking for my missing roommate, and then there were these people. They were kidnapping and killing women. We followed them into a cave on the beach, and then we went through a portal, and we ended up here.
I found them, and then while I was walking back to my family, I explained the situation and how I was going to send these three to the American embassy. Some weirdos in black cloaks gave my wife and children something, and now they won't wake up.
Yeah, I lied and told him I did peyote.
He says, that's
And
not.
also the hospital sucks ass. And what?
He says, I am sorry, my friend. But that was not candy.
No
That is
shit, it was
simply
drugs.
that is simply bait. You are being baited. Your family has been brought to a very, very far away place. Same place that those men
Goddamn.
are. And those men are there because you, my child, or you, the warrior, or you, the queen, one of you are the catalysts here. One of you are the chosen one. However, in order for you to complete your role, you still have more things that each one of you have to do. And those things you unfortunately don't know them yet. But each one of you have a role to play. And the fact that they are sleeping, that only means that they went to the dream world. They're probably stuck there, not able to come out. And unfortunately, no, you will not be able to just go to sleep and go there. And if things are as terrible as you say they are, chances are that they are probably trying to bring something from that world to this one in order to accomplish a goal. So I'm going to give you this. And he pulls out of his pocket a little vial. He says, this is very potent. You only need a couple drops. Make sure you take them whenever you're ready to go to sleep. As you will go to sleep. And you will not wake up. You will be in a dream world. I cannot tell you how to wake up. I cannot tell you when to wake up. All I can tell you is that you're meant to do something there. And you will have to complete that in order to be able to get out. Your mission there could very well be just to save your children, or to save your spouse, or to save your friends, or to simply stop something from happening. But once that is completed, that's when you're going to wake up. And he hands it to you. And he's like, I can totally see that the world, the safety of the world is in your hands. So this is on me.
I'm
I
going to
wish you the
ask
best
this.
of luck.
Are we able to bring anything in there?
No, you're able to fall asleep. Your brain will bring there whatever your brain thinks you should have.
So if our brain is persuaded that we need to have a shape-shifting sword while there, we'll have a shape-shifting sword.
Depends. If you manage to, if you spend enough time there and you manage to learn how to control the environment, technically you could.
Do you have any insight how that might work? What is it based purely on one's will or imagination, like in the storybooks?
Sort of. Maybe you should, if you go there, maybe you should try. Although it takes a very, very long time. You will need to learn how to do that. That takes many, many, many years of dreaming.
Have you been there yourself?
I have. It's a very special place. There's many people that are able to go there in their physical form. So it's a completely different world. That in a way kind of mirrors most of the rules and laws from here. But there's two ways to do the impossible over there. One can learn how to control one's dream, and the other one can be just by learning to do certain special things. You can do either or. However, I can tell you this. Your dream will last only one night over here. However, in there, it could be one day, it could be a week, it could be a month, it could be years until you're able to wake up. It all depends on how long it takes you to complete whatever you need to complete. And based on the threat that you guys told me about, it sounds like you guys don't have a lot of time.
But that's not a lot of time in this world. Not necessarily in that one.
What does this have to do with the
It
cultists?
could be in that one too. I would
Shouldn't we
assume
stop them
that
before
he
we
says I
save
will
everyone
assume that whatever this bad people needs to do, they're probably already working on doing it over there. As you're just talking to me.
Uh-huh. Last question. How many benefits can one get from spending time in that dreaming world?
That depends on you. I would assume that you're a little more worried about helping him with his family and possibly saving the world.
Yeah. Worried. Saving the world.
You obviously have no idea the consequences of what's happening right now, he says.
Mate,
Your life,
I just
our
came here to
lives,
see
everyone's
about
lives is
medicine
on the
for
balance.
my friend,
Everyone's life
and
is
now
on
I
the balance.
listen to everybody talking about magic.
He says everyone's life is on the balance right now.
Right. Oh,
Maybe I can learn how to bring people back from the dead. I could save Hilda.
I have no idea if you will be able to learn that or not, but I can tell you that if there's somewhere where you can learn it, it's there. However, let me tell you this. Be very careful. If you die there, you will wake up in this world, but you will never be able to go back to that world.
What maybe that means? Not the first
Are there
time I
hotels or
had-
something nearby? It sounds like our bodies are gonna be left here.
I thought he
Just-
said that.
Well, yeah, I know. Follow me.
Okay. Well, I wish you the best of luck, guys. And he goes inside of his shop.
So are we just not concerned about the cultists? Like, just pitch. Take out the people that are continuing to give people these things before we go to save everyone? Or
You don't fucking know. Alright, listen, I fucking had to serve in the goddamn army during with the fucking regime, fighting the regime, and now.
no, Dream Adventure sounds cool as hell. Like, I'm down for it, but I'm just like,
I thought this was how we were gonna stop the cultists, but I don't really get your point, to be honest.
Let's just go.
Everybody,
basically, I thought we were
everybody
just-
with the exception of Arlian and Keegan's character. So all three of you roll intelligence. All right, Maya. And Anita, especially Anita. Good. So, Anita and Maya, you guys, as you guys are heading towards the hotel, you guys have a strange thought, which is the idea that maybe, especially Anita, maybe you're being lured, maybe you're just being played, and yet, some people seem to be getting killed because ultimately it's you versus them, and you're trying to stop them from doing whatever it is they're doing, regardless if it is, you know, kidnapping women or using the women to open a portal or whatever. But ultimately, it's almost as if giving the sleeping candy, drugs, whatever, to Keegan's character's family might not necessarily have been just an accident. Considering the things you saw, considering the things you just experienced, it may not necessarily be the far-fetched the fact that maybe this is bigger than just simply a bunch of fanatics just feeding candy or sleeping pills to some kids just to get them to sleep. Who knows?
So I think everything happens for a reason. Therefore, their kids being put to sleep, we're being drawn to this man. I do believe we need him along with out on our journey. And we also, I think it was Thomas, I believe, his friends as well. The cultists, I have no idea what we need to do to stop them. Whether we go into this dream world and we can cut the head off the snake, so to speak, or do we hunt them down out here?
Are you suggesting that they may not have even been the ones that fucking did it to my family?
I have no idea. I don't
No,
try to say that I
I
know how
think
the
it's
world.
I think it's connected, but I'm just saying, like, they're going to continue to kill people and drug people, and that might make it harder for us in the sleep world.
So
Like,
you guys get to the hotel. You guys get on one of you gets on the couch, the other one on the floor, the other one on the bed, whatever. And it's everybody going to take the medicine?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
I suppose,
All right. You take the 2 drops.
but
You fall asleep.
first,
Huh?
locking the doors and barricading them.
Fine. Fine, no problem. So
Yeah,
you fall asleep.
Like,
As
you
you
sure
fall
this is a
asleep,
wise idea?
each one of you remembers going to sleep, but now you appear sitting down at the foot of a tree. You're not necessarily together yet, but you are in this forest. Everything, no matter where you look at, seems to be trees. It's a very, very thick forest. There is a little bit of burning smell, almost as if something's burning. But you are in a forest. What do you guys do?
Just gonna fucking wander around like, God damn it, Nina, God fucking.
yeah, I'm gonna call
He's
out.
still fuming. He's wishing he still had his gun.
Oh, I was dreaming that I had all my kids, like, fully kitted up. I thought, is that not how it works?
Go ahead and roll spot hidden.
Everybody?
Yep. So those of you that pass the roll, you guys see that there's a very thick amount of smoke coming up from one spot over there, from one area. You can see it on the sky.
We're not near each other though, right? You said we weren't necessarily together.
No, you're not necessarily together at this point. You guys are most definitely in the same general area, but not necessarily one right next to the other to where you see each other.
I'm gonna call out for Dan and Anita.
Okay. So Dan and Anita, go ahead and roll. Listen.
Well, I was planning to do the same thing, so I was gonna call out hello.
All
Try
right.
to see if I get someone's attention.
So
That's why
those
you're
of you
both
that
were calling
saw
out at the same time.
those of you that saw the smoke, what do you guys want to do?
I head towards it.
I was head towards it, but I'd still want to call out just in general hello, not to anyone specific, just to if anyone's around.
All right.
I'm getting towards it. I mean, that's the place, logically speaking, that's location where there's the highest chance of finding each other.
All right.
Now, whether logic applies or not is a completely different story.
I want to try to go, but I want to go cautiously because I'm more afraid. Like, there's people, there's fire, but there could be like basically danger at that point. I don't
All right.
want to.
So as you arrive to the fire, you see that there's this house. This house that the roof seems to be burning. It just never finishes burning, and it's just the roof that seems to be on fire. You see each other when you get there, and you see that the house doesn't have a front wall. You can actually see inside of the house. It looks very much like a typical house, with the difference that inside of the house there seems to be these two strange creatures holding a staff, each one of them, standing by what seems to be a set of stairs made out of floating rocks.
Two creatures holding staffs that stay in front of floating rocks.
Yep. Almost as if they may be very well guarding those stairs or those rocks.
Like, what do the creatures like look like?
Sure. They're wearing white robes. The white robes are very different to the ones that the cultists were wearing. These robes are actually nice, clean. They also have a crown on their heads, and they look like they could be some sort of aliens for all you know. They don't look very, very human-like.
I'm getting a lot of background from somebody.
I don't know.
First try.
Okay.
Can we see each other? Yeah, if we're all
Yes.
seeing that, like, can we all see each other?
Yeah, we can all see each other.
All of
still
you
far
that
in the
managed to
forest.
walk, all of you that
Oh,
managed
yeah.
to walk towards the smoke,
Yeah.
all of you
Well,
that
when I was
managed to
calling
walk
out,
towards the
would
smoke can see each other.
would Anthony have an opportunity to listen for me calling out while I was walking towards the fire?
Oh, right. Forgot. Nope.
Oh man. Alright. Well, where's Anthony?
Do you guys want to approach them, or do we just walk around?
I mean, they look nice, right?
I see. Yeah, do they seem dangerous?
Nito will approach.
Yeah, I'll follow. I'm not gonna have my gun out, but like, I'm totally ready.
I'll follow.
Wait, do we have our staff with us?
Well, I
Just
thought,
confirm.
like, yeah, dude, weird.
Keeper,
Yep.
do we have our staff with us?
Sure. You do.
Okay, that's useful.
All right. So, in the meantime, there was one of you that is still lost in the forest. So, you want to roll spy hidden again?
Sure. Because I barely know their names, I won't be calling out, and nope. I'm probably looking for something to use as a weapon at this point.
All right. Maybe somebody wants to call out his character.
I'll call him out.
I have to trust.
Nope. I said
What?
I'm blind as a. I'm about as blind as a bat and deaf as a mole.
Oh,
All right.
Hey, dude. We're here.
Yeah, he failed his listen and roll.
Yeah, there's no way in God's green earth I'm getting it. I'm just like,
do I need to go look for him?
you just hear screaming in the distance, like,
You
where
guys
am
go ahead.
I?
Here,
Okay,
I'm gonna
guys-
listen. Can I?
You guys go ahead and roll listen. See if you hear him.
Son of a bitch.
Okay. Arleon heard him.
He's just gonna look towards the way the guy is shouting from and scream, "Over here!"
Okay, there you go. Now you hear him, Keegan, so you're able to walk that way.
What the hell is this place?
All right, so you get
Oh,
over
well,
there and you see how everybody is standing there, and you see the same thing that I described a minute ago. You see
Yeah.
some gigantic
I mean-
boulders floating, and these two alien guys just seemed right in front of them, guarding them with their spears or staffs, just crossing each other, almost like telling you can't go through yet. Like from the distance, of course.
I'm gonna approach like calmly as best I can.
When you approach, they move their staffs, almost like allowing you passage.
Cool.
Thank you, both of you. This is really nice. Just something simple.
All right, so you start going up the stairs, and you see that every time you take a step, the rocks kind of like move down a little bit due to the fact that they're just floating, you know.
And
do
that,
all of
I'm
you do
moving
that?
up.
Yeah.
Very
Yeah.
well.
This is
I will.
not going to end well. I guess I'm following him.
All right.
You do know that this is very bad idea. We should have waited down a bit to get used to new environment.
Well, that is
Not
not
waiting,
really the
it's-
land of the dreams. The land of the dreams is where you come up now. So as you arrive, you all of a sudden you float on the rocks, and then out of a hole in the ground, you just appear right over here in the area of Afrat. Right here, what I'm pinging you guys.
Can't really
Yep.
see because my
Around you,
vision
just there's a forest.
is terrible.
You see that this area, this place looks very real. It almost looks like Earth, but with its differences, of course. You may not necessarily recognize the geography right off the bat. And, it is obvious that at this point you don't necessarily know exactly what you're supposed to do. So, but you appear over here. Now, luckily for you, right here, there is also a town. You can see the town from where you're at. That if you want, you can go, or not.
Sure. Go to the town.
Right.
Might as well.
So you enter the town. When you walk through the town, you see that the houses look a little different. They look very roundish, almost like tall domes. Nothing. The architecture is nothing like it was on Earth, at least in the U.S. There's this restaurant that is open, and this guy standing on the door. He just says, "Oh, you guys must be fresh meat. You look like fresh meat."
Something big about to happen soon or something.
Have you guys been here before? Says, "You guys hungry? We got great
Yeah.
food. Whatever you can imagine, we sell it. Whatever you can dream of."
Listen, buddy, is something big about to go down? Like a ritual, a festival, holiday, what the fuck ever?
There's something big always about to go down. There's always something big about to go down. Everything is here. You just don't understand. But what are you running from?
I'm trying to find out how to get my fucking family back out of this hellhole.
Says, "Oh, your family. Well, yeah, that's going to be a tough one for you to find. A family in this place, in this planet. Yeah, you probably have a better luck. Maybe you'll find your family, whatever they looking for is."
No shit. Listen, did you see a woman, blonde hair, with 2 kids with her?
No, I did not. I've seen some shit in my day, and trust me, I made it all the way before to Fungar and also to Reinar, and I took the boats, and I've seen some crazy shit. You should see the sea monsters we got over here in this baby. And I've been everywhere. I've been to the Stony Desert, and I seen where Nyarlathotep sleeps. I also went up to the Mountains of Madness, and I seen some very bad things, and some people have not been able to recover from that. But I can tell you this much: you are the one that needs to find out what you need to do. Otherwise, you're going to be here for a while.
Oh, fucking shit. That's what I'm trying to do. That's why I'm asking you.
It's kind of a long shot, but is there a way to bring the dead back to life?
I do not know, and I don't think so. I've been here for, let's see. I've been here for 50 years, and I never heard about anybody bringing the dead back to life.
The other places that people could have come here by, is this the only way they come? Like, they appear, whatever?
No, many different people will appear in different locations, and though this seems to be a common location where a lot of people come out. But you know,
So this
this
is
world
a
is divided in
starting
different
point.
areas. You will just need to figure out exactly what is it that you're looking for so you can go to the right area to find it.
How do you know what you're looking
Well, maybe you think real hard. You kind of figured out what you're looking for and what does it resemble, and maybe there's an area that has anything to do with whatever the theme is.
The statue, guys. Tentacle monster thingy.
He says,
What are you
"Oh,
talking
that sounds
about?
like Mighty Cthulhu."
Who?
Mighty
What?
Cthulhu, the winged alien that has tentacles for a beard.
Yeah, that's what we saw.
He's a
The portal.
gigantic asshole. Says he wants to go to Earth and kill everybody.
Anthony's just like kneeling down, head in his knees, rubbing his temple, like, God
He
fucking
says, "But
damn
that is
it!"
impossible.
for? Is
That is
he here?
impossible," he says. "As far as I know, it is impossible. They will need..." No, there's no way.
An
They
entire
can't.
town.
They can't. There's no way. They'll need... And then he looks at you. And he looks at the group. He's like, "Well, you know,
You
Mighty Cthulhu's cult normally is in Inganok. Right up here." He says, "I'm going to give you a map. You may need to get a boat to get up there. Avoid the desert by all means. The desert is no good for you. But you will need to get to Inganok. Inganok is full of cultists. So you may want to figure it out exactly, even if you get there, how you're going to be able to dock there and how you'll be able to get into the city. And the only thing I can think of is that in order to get Mighty Cthulhu awake, they will need to get Mother Hydra and Father Dagon to go to Earth. And they're both over here. They cannot cross without the catalyst. But I have a feeling that one of you might be the catalyst. So at the same time, going there may not be a good idea. Because if you go there, chances are that you're going to be helping them do whatever they need to do. That might be your goal, to wake up. And that could very well be where your wife and children are.
I am going to rain down fresh hell on those goddamn cultist bastards.
What did you think we're not already in hell? Anyways.
So now we're going to start.